Happy Friday, everyone. It's Judy here with the White Pigeon Library, and I've got today's book review. I'm going to be talking about All the Broken Places, and this is by Boyne. He's also the author of the Boyne and the Striped Pajamas. You may remember that. Although we have this book listed as number 2 in that series, more than a sequel, I would call it a spin-off of that. So there is a little bit of mention of one of the characters, but it's a totally different story. And it begins with Greta, who is a 92-year-old woman, and she's living a comfortable life in London at the time, but she is surrounded by guilt and grief over things that have happened in the past, as she was one of the main commandant's daughters from World War II, and he was in charge of a concentration camp there. So her and her mother and her brother knew what was going on. After the war ended and he was hunted down as a war criminal, she and her mother fled to Paris, and from there she went to various other places around the world to try and hide from her past, but it did keep catching up with her, unfortunately. So the book kind of goes back and forth between her at 92 and her as a young girl, and the various other places where she tries to live and forget and become a different person. There's a lot to it, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of history that you'll learn about, and a lot about other countries. And then, of course, her story as an older woman, where she befriends the family downstairs, and there's a young boy who's in trouble, and she tries to save him, I think in part for making up for her own digressions in the past. So it's a great read. I don't think you have to read The Boy in the Striped Pajamas first, but the fellow is a wonderful writer, so you may want to take that on as well. Hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.